Okay, so uh, today I'm going to show you how to create our backend, no, with this ERD design that we have. So our goal is to create using MySQL the backend. No? So here's the entity relational diagram of our system. So here we can see the table user has the relationship to the table user account, 1:1. No? So every user has one account for login. We have username and password for that. So the user can post an announcement, no, to our barangay information system. So here makikita din natin we have our connection, one is to many. So the user can post many announcement. Okay? And uh, we have also table ordinance. So here, as you can see, the user can add ordinance, no, to this barangay information system to display. So we have here the one is too many. The user can add, no, multiple ordinances they have on in barangay. We also have here the uh, resident info that the user can add, for database of their resident. So we have here the relationship of this entity to this table resident info is one to many. The user can add multiple resident information. So here's the information that we need to put here. And we also have here the TBL system log. So this is a history log. No, and as you can see, we have this kind of line signifying that this connection is a triggered. No? So in MySQL we have triggered uh, uh, that we can automatically put data here, no? When we insert, update, delete on each table we have here connected to this system log. I will show you later. And of course we have here uh, the request process. So the barangay resident can request, no, to this barangay information system and uh, certification, barangay certification, barangay clearance, barangay certification of residency, and many more. They can request. So on our interface, user interface, we will create a page for this so that our resident can put their information. They can request directly, no, to the using the system to our barangay. So we need here the request ID. So as you can see, barangay can request many, multiple requests and barangay certification. This table has no uh, primary key. We use the foreign key of table request and also the primary key of user info ID. So here, this is the user. So this table will give us who is the resident who want to request, and who is the barangay official who will process the request. So we will see here. Okay, and also we have a log, system log for that. So let's now begin, no, in creating our back end, and we will have some queries. We will use structured query language SQL for that. So let's now begin. I will now open my SAMP control panel just to use the MySQL. So I will now start these two, MySQL and the Apache. So I will click the admin button so that go directly to the my PHP my admin. So we will use this to easily create our back end, our database. So let's wait for the screen to be loaded. So okay, so here we can create a new, no, for our new database. Let's call this as barangay underscore info barangay, let's call this barangay DB. Okay, so let's I will call this a barangay DB. So let's create our database. So as you can see, we are now selecting the database we created by clicking this, the name. So here's the visual cue, so that we identify, what are the selected, what is the selected barangay database. So I select this barangay DB, and then let's now create our first table. So let's go back to this ERD as our guide. So let's make a table user info. So let's go. So I will call this TBL, okay, and user info. Okay, so I will put 6 columns for this. Okay, and then click go, and then let's put, the first column name we have. So we have here uinfo or user info ID, user first name, last name, middle name, gender, position, street number, house number, and the foreign key we have the user account ID. So let's go. So uinfo underscore ID. So the data type is int. We have user, okay, first name. Okay. This is a bar chart, and let's put 50, 50 yung length or size. We have also user last name. Okay, this also a variable character or varchar for 50 size. We have user mid name. This also a var character, and we have 50. We also have a user gender. Okay, so the user gender is also a variable, and let's put here 10. Okay, and then we also have user position. Okay, this will be the secretary or kagawad or barangay captain. So let's position and position. We will put here variable character and also a 50. Oh, so as you can see, we need to add another column, so I can put here 2 or 1 and then go to request the another column. Okay, so after position we have street number. Okay, this is an integer, and we have also or we can put a variable character so that later on we can create the purok numbers natin. So we have also here the house num or house number. We can also put this as variable or variable character or variable. Okay, so what else? Let's add another one for our for this U account ID for our user account. Okay, so U account ACC ID. Okay, so this is an int. So let's go back to the first column we have, and then let's make it a auto increment as a primary key, and of course not none. So the rest is okay. Let's now run this or save this. Okay, so let's now save this by clicking this one. So let's save. Okay, so as you can see, this is the structure of the created table we have. So another table, let's create this TBL user. Okay, so TBL user account. So let's create this. Let's create table name. Let's go to select. Let's select first the barangay database, and then let's create table here. Okay, TBL or table user account. Okay, so this table holds the username and password. No. Okay. So let's make a U account ID. It's an integer and auto increment, and let's this is our primary key, and then we have of course the username, or we can call this as account username, and of course the account password we have. Okay, so this is a variable character. Okay, so what else? So that's it. Let's now make this an auto increment. Okay, varchar, let's make 50 here and 50. Okay, so we can now save this. Okay, so as you can see, we have this now. Okay, what else? The next table we have here is TBL announcement. Okay, so let's create this table, TBL announcement. Let's go again to our database. Let's put TBL announcement. Okay, so let's make this by clicking the go, and then let's put announce ID. Sige. And then make it primary key and a auto increment. Okay, so primary key and auto increment, and then the next is a announcement what. Okay, so what will what is the announcement? So we can put here, you know, a 500, or we can put 250, right? So a where, so, or when, sorry, when, then it's a variable character, it's 250. Okay, we have also a where. So whenever we create an announcement, we have this uh, category, no? We have what, when, and where. So I will put, okay. So what else? So we have here, so we have here the user info ID, who is the user, no? Who wants to make an announcement. So let's add more column by clicking this go, and then let's put the user uinfo underscore ID. So this will be the integer natin. Okay, so let's save this one. Okay, so let's define incorrect table definition. Okay, TBL announcement. Let's try it again. Save. Okay, so we have TBL announcement, TBL user account, and let's create the system log, this table. Okay, so that we can make that trigger later on. So I will show you how to. Okay, so let's again create table. I will call this the table system underscore log. Okay, so the columns of this table is log ID, username, or current user, and then date, time, and event log. Okay, so let's do that. Log ID, so we have log ID, okay, as our primary key, our auto increment, and then primary key, and then we have here our current, no? So in our PHP, we can hold the value of ID of our user, no? Later I will show you. Okay, so we have current user. Okay, current user, I will call this as current user. This is a 50, and then we have the date, time, date underscore time. We can put here a date, and then let's put a current timestamp. Okay, and then of course the event log underscore log. Okay, this one is a variable character with 250. Okay, so okay, let's check. Okay, so let's now save this one. The current user is serve keyword. Okay, so the current user is a reserved keyword, so let's change this, no? Let's change the current user. I will call this as yeah, car user. Okay, so let's save this. Okay, so let's now review. So far we have 1, 2, 3, 4 table. I will now show you how to make a foreign key. No, so on our diagram here, we have here a foreign key. No, this is a primary key from our user account. Here, this one. This is a primary key, and here it's a foreign key. Okay, so let's make this foreign key. So I will click the user info, that this one. Let's make this a foreign key. So let's go to structure now, and I will click the structure button, and as you can see, uh, this will be our foreign key. No, we will relate this column to our user account. So let's go to relation view. I will click this relation view, and then let's make a constraint properties. No? So I will call this a foreign key uh, from foreign key uh, from user account. Okay, so I will yeah, user account to user info. Okay, user info. So yeah, so we put this constraint property so that this need we need to put a unique constraint property for this. So yeah, so this foreign key that we are going to make is from user account to our user info. So let's select this column, from again from user info. We have this column, so from user info, this table is being selected. Inside this we have the user account ID, so I will select, and then let's now go to the reference. We want to select this user account, so I will go to I will search the um, database name. So the database name is Barangay DB, and then inside this we have the created tables. So inside user, I will select the user account, and then automatically the user account primary key will show here. Okay, so we reference our column U account ID from table user to table user account na primary key. Okay, so let's save this one. So as you can see, it's successful. Let's now check if it is okay. So yeah, it's okay. So as you can see, we have the silver key pertaining to our foreign key. Okay, so let's do the same to our announcement. So here, as you can see, we need a foreign key, from coming from our user info. So again, I will select the table, announcement, go to structure, I will go to relation view. Let's create. So this is a foreign key from, okay, underscore from user info to announcement. Okay, to announcement. Yeah, this is a foreign key from user info to announcement. Okay, so this will be our constraint property. Let's select that column, and then let's go to our database. Let's select user info, and then let's select the uinfo ID. Okay, so the user info ID uh, that we want to select. Okay, so let's save this one. Okay, it's okay. Let's check. So as you can see, we have now foreign key. Okay, so whenever we input data later on, we will use yung query language natin, this one. We'll try to populate our uh, tables, no? Especially our user info along with our user account later on. So let's now make first a trigger. As you can see, we have the system log that whenever we input data to our table user, the trigger will automatically populate, no? Will get automatically who's the current user, what is the date stamp, and from what table uh, the event from. Okay, so let's check how to do that. Let's first go to our user info. So whenever we add data here, we will have our system log. Okay, system log. Okay, so let's click this. Okay, or we can, yeah, let's go to this, select this, and then let's go to triggers, or we can simply yeah, let's make a simple code here, no, to trigger our user info table. So whenever we input data to our table user info, we want to populate this system log, okay, by doing this. So let's put delimiter, okay, delimiter, yes, and then $2 sign first, and then let's make our query. Let's create, yeah, create trigger, and let's create trigger. We call this trigger is trig underscore after, okay, insert. So that's the keyword. After we insert data from our user info table, uh, this will be this data or this program will be executed. Okay, it will run automatically whenever we input data. So let's trig insert to what table user info. Okay, so that's the name of our um, trigger. Okay, and then after what is the command after insert? Yeah, after we insert data, right? So after insert data on what table? So if I click TBL here, as you can see, automatically the option of table here will show. So what specific table we want to have this trigger applied. So we have table user info. So I will select this one. Okay, and then after that we're going to set our for each. Okay, so for each row the condition is in every row of this table user info. Okay, so we will begin. Uh, this is the beginning of the our code actually. No, so that's this is the condition. No, and then this the action. So we begin here. So let's tab. Let's say insert into. So yan, let's insert into. We will populate, of course, the system log whenever we trigger this user info. Whenever we insert data to our user info, this will be triggered. No, we will insert automatically here sa ating system log. So let's put insert into. So what table? So we have table system log, and inside our system log we have how many, as you can see, we have here 1 2 3 4 4 columns. So let's put all that column, no? So let's put we have, of course, the ID is it's a primary key, so no need to put it here. So let's put the car. The next column we have is car user, of course, and then comma, and then we have the date underscore time, right, comma, and then the last one is the log event. Okay, so the log event, so time. Okay, so insert into table system log car event. Okay, and then after that we need to put the values, of course. So let's put values here. So and then open and close parenthesis and semicolon, don't forget that. And then for now, so for now the data we put here into this column is let's call this a current, no, current user log log in. Why? Because on our PHP we can hold the current user ID, so we can paste it here, no, we can call it here, but for now we cannot call it because we are using only, no, my PHP admin. So then separated with comma. So the date and time, let's call a now. Okay, signifying the date today, and then the next one is log event. This is from what? User info. Okay, so let's call this, no, let's call this a new user added okay, so this is a log event, added new user. Okay, added new user info. Okay, so that's it. So let's now end our query here. So let's put end, big letter end, and double dollar sign. Okay, so let's now try to I will copy it first. So let's now try to run this. Let's go. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, we have our trigger. So if I go to this user info and I click this plus sign, so we have here the triggers. Okay, so if we click this, you will see this. So the name of our trigger is trig after insert to user info. So whenever we insert data here to our user info, the system log will be or our system or our database will populate this, no, the current user, the date, time, and of course the event log. So let's apply that, no, to every here into our table account. Let's apply that. So again, click the table that we want to create a trigger. Sorry, click this announcement, and then let's go to SQL, and then I will paste it here, no, and we will call this trigger after insert to announcement naman siya. Tama? Announcement? Yeah, very good. So this will be table underscore announcement. So after insert on table announcement, ito yung gagawin niya. So same muna siya. Okay, but added new announcement. Let's announcement. Okay, so let's go or run. Oops, triggered barangay insert into announcement already exists. Let's see. Baka na double click ko lang siya. Yeah, tama. Na double click ko lang. Okay? So na double click lang natin siya. So here's the query that we do a while ago. So tama, new added. So let's go. It's okay. And then of course to our user account. So whenever we okay, let's try first, no. Let's try to populate our table, no. So let's try to populate our table. I will now selecting the whole database by clicking the barangay DB or our database name. I will go to SQL, okay, query. So let's have our query here. So let's try to create, no, or let's now insert. We will insert, no, a data, no, to our database. So okay, so let's insert into. Okay, insert into. So we have here a near to our or on the top of our tab, no, tab. Ayan, so we have here TBL user account, tama ba? Let's put it here, TBL user account. Okay, so inside this user account we have account. Okay, we have account username, right? We have also a account password or pass, and then yun na. Okay, so for the values, let's try. For the values, we have, let's try, no. So again, on our PHP we can put here, for example, this is a user 1 with the password of user or 1 tatlong 1, and then that's it. So next is we need to populate also, because I will copy this first, no. If you look our user info, we have username, first name, last name, middle name, gender, position, street number, house number, and then the account. So it is a foreign key. Uh, we cannot edit or insert, no, to our table without uh, entering first a data to our primary key here. So is 1. So we populate this first, and then to follow ito, our user info. So let's make that. So let's go again to our SQL, and then I will paste it here, no? So I will now populate the next table we have. Let's go insert. uh, let's put insert into, okay, so insert into, yeah, this time is we need to populate the table user info, right? So inside this user info, we have, of course, our, we can go actually to our UACC or the account we have, the foreign key, sorry, we have. So um, ID, and then we also have user first name, right? First name, okay, space. We also have user underscore last name, okay, underscore, sorry, comma, space. We have also user mid name or middle name. We have also user um, gender, right? Gender, okay. We have also user position. We have also a street number, street underscore num, and of course the house underscore num. Okay, so our column is now completed. Let's now make the values. Okay, so let's put the values of this for our user account ID. Since this is a foreign key, we will get the created um, uh, the automated primary key here. Okay, so the value of our primary key here, we will call or we will select that. So inside these values, as you can see, um, I will put, no, a another command. Let's select. We need to select the uh, user account ID from this table. Okay, from this user account. So let's do that. So I will now put the select command, and then we will select the user account, tama ba? User account underscore ID for that. By the way, I will enter this na muna, no? And then let's go um, and then from what table. So let's put here TBL user account, right? User account. So then the condition is where the user account ID is equivalent or equal to, we can put here, by the way, we can put, yeah, sorry, let's remove that. Yeah, I will remove this. This one is the closing uh, uh, of this one, no, opening parenthesis natin, and parenthesis. Okay, so let's have the command of last underscore insert last underscore insert ID natin. Okay, so we are telling that we need to put the last insert ID to this, okay, to this container, and this u account ID is from our user info, and this one is from our user account. Okay, so that's the difference. By the way, I can put another parenthesis here and here. Okay, so this will be the value of our first column is this one. Okay, so that's the values. Okay, so now after doing that, let's put the other value. So let's put the value of first name. So I will put comma, and then I will put now the first name. So let's call this a 1. Okay, 1. That's the first name. And then comma. Then another one is last name. Let's put De La Cruz. Okay, comma. Then the next one is the middle name. Let's put here let's put D. Okay, let's put Datang, for example. Okay, then comma, and then we have the gender. So let's put gender. By the way, into our PHP, we can populate this, no, based on the inputted data on our text box. So ito yung gagamitin natin, no, lalagay. We will put this code to our add button. So whenever we click, whenever we populate that text field you provided on your user interface, whenever you click that, so mata-transfer, all the data here is being transferred from your user input to our database. So after the gender, we have the position. So let's for example, this is a barangay BRGY captain, no, barangay captain. So that's the position. And then we have also here a street number. Okay, so for example, is the street number is 001, and then the last one is house number. Let's have our house number to 200, for example. Okay, the house number. Okay, so I think we are now done here again. So here's the by the way, you can click this format so that the MySQL will have or will format our code here. So as you can see, so we have first we insert the username and created username and password, and then after that we populate the user info. So let's now try. So our goal here is after we insert data, by the way, I will copy this one, no, so that later on I can make it another query. Okay, so let's now save this, or let's run this query. Our goal is after we insert data, as we put our trigger into our user info, after we put data here, automatically the table system login will be uh, um, uh, put the data that we put later, no, a while ago. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so account pass field list unknown. Okay, so I think let's check first. Now I will go to our user account here. Let's check. So baka mali yung, yeah, so password siya. It's password. Let's go back to our query. So let's change this as password. Okay, so let's try again. Let's try again. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so you have error in your select user account at line 12. Select user account ID. So wait lang. Oh, the user is being created, but our user info UAC UAC account ID. User account. Okay, so let's put a select format. Yeah. So let's try. I will select this, copy all, and then let's try it again. Okay. Near at line 18. TBL user account. TBL user account. Okay, let's okay. So one goes, let's see. User account. Oh, it's 2. I cannot. So let's try it again. Let's SQL, and I will paste it here kanina. So we also okay, this one is, I think this one is an integer structure. No, so it's var character, variable character. Okay, so here variable character, Uh, so here we have view account ID to our user. View account ID. Let's insert another. Yeah, so we need another parenthesis here. Okay, so this one is the closing of this or opening of this parenthesis. This one is the closing of this one, two. So this one, two. Okay, so sige. I will now copy this and then let's try it. Oh. Log event in field. Unknown log event. So let's go back to our user info here. Let's go to our trigger. The log event is not recognized. Let's edit this one. This is log event. So let's check it to our system log. Event log. So we need to change that. Okay. So this one is event underscore log. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so we're done. We also have here to our announcement. Let's change that also. Trigger and then edit. Let's event log. Okay, so let's save this. Okay, so let's continue. Let's now go again to our query. So as you can see, we're now at barangay database, and then inside this we have the structured query language. I will paste it now. So a while ago we created our so let's try to make another one, 3. Let's call this 5, and I will make this password 5, 5, and then let's change the name to 5 for difference lang, no? So let's now go. So as you can see, it's now inserted. Let's now see, no, if the table system log has the data now. Automatically, as you can see, we populate this, no, without putting an input to our command. So whenever we insert information here to our user info, as you can see here, whenever we input data here, so we have, so actually our user info ID, let's check, let's go to structure, and then so let's change this to auto increment. Okay, so let's change this to auto increment, and so let's click the auto increment. Okay, and then save. Cannot change use foreign key constraint. So before we can create, before we can edit this, we need to remove the foreign key. No, let's drop first that. Okay, so let's go to structure, relation. As you can see, I will, by the way, I will uh, copy it muna, no, bago natin. So I will copy this one first. Sorry, not this one. This one. Structured, the relation. Yeah, this one. Okay, so I will copy this. I will drop now. Okay, as you can see, and then after doing that, let's go again to our table user info, to our structure, and then let's change this one. We will make this user info ID an auto increment. Okay, so let's save this. Auto increment. Let's save. Yon. So auto increment. So let's now go back to announcement. Of course, let's now go back to announcement, and let's put the the user info. Let's check. So I will put here the announcement, then user info ID, the database, barangay DD, yeah. And then inside this we have the user info, and there we choose that. Okay, so let's now save this one. Okay, so let's now have another query. Now let's try to query again. So I will copy the last code we have. So select, or using SQL here, I will now paste it here. Okay, so let's try to make this a user 6. This one is 6, and then 6, and then let's make this 6 1, and let's go. Let's try to populate this. Okay, so as you can see, it's already populated. Let's now so we have now our auto increment. As you can see, 1, and this one is 2. So to our user account, we have also here user 6 and yung 6. Let's try, to by the way, this one is not applicable because we need to change this, this one. Okay, so what else? So system log, as you can see, whenever we insert data, we put data also here, using our trigger. So what else? We have 2 data here. Yeah, 2 data here, so dapat dalawa din dito. Okay, so let's try to add again, another one. This is the final data na we need. So I will call it user 7, and then 7, tatlong 7, this the username and password, and then let's call this 7 1. Let's add, go. So okay, and then let's go to our system log. As you can see, automatically we log our event, and then so user info, as you can see, yeah, we have here the 7 de la Cruz, 1 de la Cruz. So let's try some query here. So I want to try something, for example, in our system, we need to log in, no, to our account using username and password. How can we do that? So let's select the barangay database. Let's go to query. Let's try to make a parang ano siya, no? Whenever we will use yung select natin. So let's select. Okay. The scenario here is we are putting our username and password, okay, to log into our system na on our user interface, of course. But now we have no user interface, so I will put a sample query, using structured query language here. So sige, let's put here, select what table user account, of course, and then yung kanyang ID, UA ID, okay, from what, select table from, and then the table user account, okay, where, that's the condition here, where the table user account that that's user info, that's user info account that account username is let's say, for example, equals to user let's try user 7, okay, and of course we have the n condition here, two column that we want to have both column true, so that the system will allow our user to log in, no? So again, let's put here that, and then account password, what will be the password here, based on the inputted data, we have 7, right, and then tatlong 7. Okay, so let's now try this. Okay, so let's try to select all na lang siya. Ayan, let's select all. Let's go. So as you can see, using this query, we get who is the this user that has the username and password na user 7 and the password is 7 based on the inputted. So we have this 6. So for example, this 6 is we transfer it to a variable, no, and on our PHP to hold this value 6. So remember, no, we have this one. So let's go again to our query. For example, we have that variable. We will now see if our who is that, no, what is the detail of that user account, no? So let's we can put also here select tapos tbl info that all, okay, and then let's also display here tbl. Oh, by the way, we can ano na lang pala dito, let's try, no, I will try expand, insert into this is not yun, no? ito yung kanina. So uh, hindi pala pwede. Sige, let's continue this one. Select table user info dot all. So, and then comma tbl user account. Okay, that the account name lang. Okay, from, it's a condition, from tbl user info. Gagamit tayo ng inner dito, no? Inner join. Inner join natin. Let's make an inner join. Yan. tbl account is on. Let's put on here tbl. We join the tbl account kay tbl user info. So let's put here these two. Okay, and we have here the user info id, is equivalent or equal to tbl user account that uid din. Okay, parehas sila dito, u.uid. Yan. Then let's format muna natin ito. And then we have here a where account, where condition, where the table, or where the table user info that uinfo is equal to what number we have kanina. We have number 6, right? Okay, so let's try it kay number 6. So we are trying to get, no, because we get the primary key, the unique key that represent that data is number 6. So let's try to query this one. So I will copy this first, then let's try. So as you can see, with the we have we have no data, no, from number 6. Let's try to check it sa ating user account. Sorry, so user info. So we have okay, so mali yung ating query. So dapat ito yung ginamit natin. So let's try to change our query. Okay, so let's try to again paste it here. We want to where table user, not this one, we will use the foreign key. This one, UA account. So let's try. Let's go. So as you can see, we're able to get, no, yung information using the simple querying, no, using where condition. So who is this? This is 7-1 na may last name na De La Cruz, and so on and so forth, na meron siyang user account name na so that's it. Okay, so I hope you learned today's tutorial. Comment if you have a question, and support this video tutorial by subscribing. Thank you.